Public education is free, but as many people know, it's not cheap. Each year, hundreds and thousands of dollars are spent outfitting and equipping students for school, and this year is no exception. University Towne Center is just one of the area shopping centers looking for back-to-school business. Like others, Towne Center began its fall advertising campaign at the 1st of August. But Kitty Knapp says there's not too much competition between each of the shopping malls.
Well, each of us have our own trade areas, and as far as Mission Valley and Fashion Valley go, our trade areas overlap very slightly. So it really doesn't have too much effect on us.
What about the back-to-school shoppers? When do you really see them coming in?
Well, we're beginning to see them now, but probably next week and the week after we will be very, very busy.
Mary Boyle and her 2 daughters have begun the long, arduous task of clothes shopping. Many T-shirts will be pulled on and off before the final selection is made. But all in all, Mary Boyle considers herself fortunate. Her family has moved here from Oregon, and had they remained there, they would be looking for heavier and more expensive clothes.
Sweaters and warmer jackets, and we brought warm jackets down here that we haven't even worn, and we moved here in January and we thought it was balmy.
So is it easier then?
Mm-hmm. Very much so. I think you can get by with probably less number of items. When my oldest daughter was younger, it was strictly dresses for school or
So
that
you've
type
seen
of
the
thing.
change.
Oh yes, and I think it's makes it a lot easier that they can wear sport clothes and jeans, and yet you can still dress them up a bit with cute T-shirts and blouses.
Girls aren't the only ones particular about their clothes. Many parents who shop for boys find them as hard to please as girls.
Boys are a little bit fussier and their clothes are more expensive because they're older.
A generation ago, there was not the variety of back-to-school clothes there is now.
Well, with the loosening up the dress codes, we're seeing a lot more jeans and T-shirts being bought as opposed to dresses a few years ago.
Are they out completely?
Not in all departments. In the children's departments, the size 3 to 6X, we still sell a lot of dresses. We're also seeing that in the junior department, size 7 to 13, for the teenage girls, we're selling more dresses. So they're not out completely. From what we can see right now, we're on budget, and in some cases, like in the larger boys' departments, doing much better than budget, so things look like they're going really well here for us.
But clothes aren't the only items on the back-to-school shopping list. Every student must buy his or her quota of school supplies. Right now, most of the merchandise is for lookers only. But come the night before school, you can be sure there will be throngs of students emptying the shelves. Loose-leaf paper is probably the biggest seller, but there will be countless of pens, pencils, and folders sold. Many will remember taking an old cigar box to school to hold certain items, but that's passé now. This is the new school box. It doesn't cost as much as the old-fashioned cigar box, but then again, you don't get any cigars. While we're here, we want to show you the evolution of one back-to-school item. First, there's the basic blue binder. Most of you should remember this. For the more sophisticated student, something called the data center. It has room for files. Now, there's one more binder. It has a backgammon game on the front. It must be for the student who's tired of sleeping through study hall. Judy Elfenbein, News 8, Mira Mesa.